Ever feel like you're a candle burning at both ends, constantly giving until there's barely a flicker left? You're not alone. Today, we're uncovering ancient wisdom that can not only save you from burnout, but help you shine even brighter. Welcome, modern day warriors. You're here because you care deeply, give generously, and sometimes wonder if it's ever enough. But here's a reality check. Sacrificing yourself for others isn't noble. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Today, we're going to master the art of balancing kindness with self-care, using timeless Stoic principles that can transform your life in our chaotic world. Let's start with the problem of overgiving. Picture this. You're holding a cup. This cup symbolizes your energy, time, and essence. Now, imagine you're constantly pouring from this cup to fill others, your friends, family, colleagues. It feels good to be the one everyone relies on, right? But what happens when your cup runs dry? When there's nothing left to give? This is the trap of overgiving, a path that often leads to exhaustion. We sacrifice sleep, self-care, and our sanity for others' needs, wearing our fatigue like a badge of honor, as if it proves our worth. But here's the truth. Constant self-sacrifice isn't sustainable and eventually does more harm than good. When we're running on empty, our help diminishes in quality. We become irritable, resentful, even bitter. Is that really the version of yourself you want to offer the world? This is where Stoic wisdom comes in. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, once said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." True strength isn't about giving everything away. It's about valuing and wisely using your resources. The Stoics understood that self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. They knew that to be truly kind and helpful, your cup must be full. So, ask yourself, how full is your cup right now? Are you giving from a place of abundance, or are you scraping the bottom, offering others only the remnants of your vitality? It's time to change the narrative, learn the art of sustainable giving, and see how setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care can make you even more generous, impactful, and fulfilled. Imagine two gardens side by side. One is lush and vibrant, bursting with flowers and fruit. The other is withered, overgrown with weeds, barely clinging to life. Which gardener has more to offer their community? This is the essence of Stoic self-care. Tending your garden first isn't selfish, it's necessary. It allows you to help others in a sustainable way. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Your self-care isn't an obstacle to generosity. It's the very path to sustainable kindness. By nurturing your well-being, you create an abundance from which to give. You're not depleting yourself. You're sharing your overflow. This is the Stoic approach to sustainable help. Think about it. A thriving garden doesn't just feed its owner. It provides beauty, shelter for wildlife, and a harvest to share with neighbors. It becomes a source of inspiration and nourishment for the entire community. So, be that garden. Cultivate your strengths, nourish your mind, and tend to your emotional health. Create a wellspring of vitality that naturally overflows to those around you. Remember, taking care of yourself isn't just about serving your interests. It's about preparing yourself to serve others more effectively, joyfully, and for the long haul. Now, let's tackle one of the most crucial skills in your Stoic toolkit, the art of saying no. Epictetus wisely noted, "If you don't wish to be a hothead, don't feed your habit." Try, as a first step, to remain calm and count the days you haven't been angry. Now, replace angry with overwhelmed, and you've got a powerful Stoic technique for setting boundaries. Saying no isn't about being selfish or unkind. It's about being honest with yourself and others. It's about recognizing your limits and honoring them. It's an act of integrity. Consider this story. A young apprentice took on every task his master gave him, never refusing. He worked tirelessly, impressing everyone with his dedication. But when a crucial project came, he was too exhausted to complete it effectively. The master said, "In trying to do everything, you failed to do what truly matters." This is the pitfall of excessive help. By saying yes to everything, we dilute our ability to make a real impact where it counts. We spread ourselves too thin, and everyone loses. So, practice discernment. Before you say yes to any request, ask yourself, is this aligned with my values? Can I give this my best effort? Will this leave me with enough energy for my true priorities? Remember, every yes is implicitly a no to something else. When you say yes to staying late at work, you might be saying no to quality time with your family. When you say yes to a friend's request, you might be saying no to your own needs. Choose wisely. Your time and energy are precious resources. Allocate them with the same care you'd give to any valuable asset. Mastering the art of saying no isn't about closing yourself off from the world. It's about opening yourself up to saying a wholehearted yes to what truly matters. This is the path to living with purpose and impact, the very essence of Stoic wisdom. Finally, let's discuss balance, a concept as old as philosophy, yet as relevant as your last notification. Aristotle, though not a Stoic, gave us the golden mean, the sweet spot between extremes. In our context, it's the balance between selfless giving and rigid self-protection. Imagine a tightrope walker. Lean too far in either direction and you'll fall. The key is constant, mindful adjustment. Here's how to apply this wisdom. First, conduct a life audit. List your commitments, goals, and daily activities. Now, ruthlessly categorize them. What fills you up and what drains you? What aligns with your values and what's just noise? Next, embrace the power of hell yeah or no when faced with a request or opportunity. If it's not a hell yeah, it's a no. This simple rule can transform your life, freeing up energy for what truly matters. But balance isn't just about managing external demands. It's about internal harmony too. The Stoics taught ataraxia, the tranquility of the soul. Cultivate this through daily reflection. Ask yourself, am I living by my values? Am I growing or just going through the motions? Remember, balance isn't a destination, it's a journey. You'll wobble and sometimes fall. The key is to keep adjusting and keep learning. Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Find joy in the process of creating balance. Celebrate small wins. Learn from missteps. By mastering this balance, you're not just improving your life, you're setting an example for others. You're showing that being kind, successful, and at peace is possible. This, my friends, is practical wisdom in action. Now, let's delve into the transformative power of self-respect and boundaries. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the cornerstone of setting healthy boundaries. Respecting yourself means acknowledging your worth and protecting your time and energy. It means recognizing that you have a finite amount of resources and you must allocate them wisely. When you respect yourself, you're more likely to set boundaries that align with your values and priorities. Consider this. Every time you set a boundary, you're teaching others how to treat you. If you constantly allow others to overstep, you're signaling that your needs are less important. But when you establish and enforce boundaries, you're communicating that your well-being matters. This isn't about being selfish. It's about mutual respect. When you respect yourself, others are more likely to respect you too. Take a moment to reflect on where your boundaries need reinforcement. Is it in your work life, your personal relationships, your self-care routines? Identify the areas where you're feeling depleted or overwhelmed, and consider what boundaries you can set to protect your well-being. Establishing boundaries isn't always easy. It can be uncomfortable, especially if you're used to saying yes to everything. But remember, setting boundaries is an act of self-care and self-respect. It's about creating a space where you can thrive and give from a place of abundance rather than depletion. As we wrap up, I challenge you to take one step today toward a more balanced life. It could be as simple as saying no to something that doesn't serve you, or taking 5 minutes to recharge. Share your journey with us in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're applying these principles in your life. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on living a meaningful, balanced life. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind, and keep your cup full.